Have you ever waited for the moment? Like that big dramatic scene when everything finally makes sense. The kiss, the job, the speech, the sunset, maybe sunrise, something that wraps it all and makes you go, yes, that's why I'm alive. But what if it never comes? What if life isn't moving at all? What if it's more like a series of random but beautiful episodes? Some healers, some quiet, some totally weird, and you only realize later which one matters. Today I'm talking about that idea with someone who knows a lot about living across different stories and timelines. She's an actress, producer, businesswoman, singer, and she's been in the industry since childhood, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. You might know her from the sci-fi drama Moments in Space Time. The amazing Patty Srisuwan is here. Yeah.
Hi, hello everyone.
And
I'm
me,
excited to be here. Thank you so much for letting me be
uh,
here.
I'm so happy, really. So, and me,
I am.
Michael Swilly here again, like in yesterday. And we'll talk about memory, meaning, identity, and why maybe you already live that life changing moment and just didn't notice. So, grab your tea, get cozy, and let's get a little extensional. This is Kazi Chaos. Let's go. Oh, the first topic today, we often wait for the moment. The keys uploads the magical turning point, but what if life isn't like a movie at all? What if there is no perfect ending or dramatic sense that defines it all? And what if just one word, beautiful, emotional episode after another? The first topic, the myth of the defining moment. Yeah. For example, buddy, I used to think life would have one big moment, like fireworks or a perfect love scene, but maybe that's just what movies tell us. Now I think, what if the most important moments are quiet, no music, no spotlight, just presence. So, buddy, you have been in both TV and film scene from childhood, yeah. Have you ever
Yeah.
felt that pressure that your real life should also have this defining sense? Or do you think a real life is built differently?
Well, that's a very good question. Wow, it's such a deep question because,
Yeah,
yeah, it's super deep question. It's super hard to
I have
answer.
prepared. I told you.
You are, you have. Um, I don't know. For me, anyway. For other people, it might be totally different. And for me, I feel like life up to this point in my life, I feel like life is a chapter. To be honest, for me, I feel like I can break it into like my childhood time, my experience in U.S. because I was born and raised in Bangkok, Thailand, and then once I got to about 17 and 18 years old, I moved to the States, right? And then I get my education from the States. So that's a big pivotal
Mm-hmm.
moments in my life. And I think if any moments in my life that would change me completely would have been at that moment because I changed my perspective and when you at like 17, 18, that's when you're like
Yeah.
at the crossroad of being not a kid anymore and you're an adult, you're becoming an adult. So that moment of like those,
Yeah,
I
just
don't know,
in the middle of
18.
this.
Yeah, and it's take me like, couple, like I would say 4 years to find myself and find my footing and like really understand who I am. I feel like that whole 18 to 24s, I was still like learning to be like, oh, who I am. And the funny thing is English express who I am better than my own language. I don't know why. It just happened that way. That English is, and I wouldn't say American culture, but I would say like I opened my eyes into not just the Asian culture, but also Western world. Which when I was younger, I studied in Australia also. So, but yeah, a little
Australia,
bit.
really? How
Yeah,
long?
Australia, Brisbane. Just a year,
Oh,
just
wow.
brief. Yeah, yeah. But I get to have a taste. Like I was in Australia and New Zealand just a little bit
In
for
New
like
Zealand? Whoa.
yeah, just like exchange student kind of teen
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I was really young though back then. I was like 13 or 12, 13, something like that. So it was just fun for me. But
Mm-hmm.
then when I moved to US when I was 18, that was like change. That's not just fun, but it's really changed my life into understand both sides, both good and bad, on like Western world and Asian culture, and then
Yeah.
that's kind of form who I am today, and that's kind of, if you're gonna talk about the moment that changed my life, that would be it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there is a really big difference between these cultures. That in Europe, we just wow. For example, on stand up, because I'm a comedian also.
Yeah.
We make some jokes every time about this small talk culture in the West. It's like, how are you? How are you? I'm great. I'm fine. But here, for example, in the Middle
Mm.
East, we can say, oh, how are you, Michael? Oh, there is a big problem with the solar system. There is a moon. It's a really big problem. It's a big Sputnik here, and we can do nothing with it. If someday the comet will hit our Earth, what we can do? Nothing. And here, nuclear problems with big factories. We answering on the question like, how are you really long? But in the west part of our beautiful planet, they just say, I'm okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for example,
Wow.
how you say the answer on this question in Thailand, for example?
That's how are you?
Yeah,
I
short
would.
or long way?
You know what's so funny about Asian culture, and I would just say Thai because people don't say how are you.
What they say?
People literally don't say how are you, and it's such a shock. And I it might be a shock to you. They would say comments like, "You look fatter. You gain weight."
Why?
I
They don't
well,
they are not interested in the question like what happened in their lives. They say therefore they don't say how are you. No, never.
they don't say how are you. It's like "สบายดีไหม?" No, people don't say that. Quite no, no. They just kind of like talk about, oh, where you going, or if they see where you off to somewhere, they would talk about that. But they don't. Yeah, they would say like, "Hey, you gain weight." That would be so normal for them, and I'm
Oh
like, "What? You look scared."
no, because for example, I lived in Argentina around 1 year and more, and there is every morning. Hola, buen día. Hello, good
Mhm.
morning. How are you? How are you? Guess here in post-Soviet countries, actually, I'm living in Kazakhstan, and here, if you say "How are you?" and the person don't want to answer you, he can say "Not your deal." You just say, "Hey, Michael, how are you? Good morning." Not your deal.
No.
Yeah, really, we have this situation sometimes. But in our culture, it's really important to ask about how are you. Yeah, it's really,
Really.
yeah. For example, I can go to my
Just check
job
on you. So,
and
yeah.
meet with my boss, and he'll say, "Hello, Michael. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?" Why are you talking
Mm.
about? Why? I don't want to answer you. It's
I don't
bad.
want to answer. I'm not doing great.
Yes, yes. Sometimes it's like this. But I think the topic that I pronounced before is like sitting on the floor with someone you love, saying nothing but feeling everything, or drinking coffee alone in the morning and realizing you're actually okay. Not happy, not sad, just here, alive. Maybe the real magic isn't the climax, but in the stillness between stands. Like the breath before a decision, the pause after love, the second you close your eyes, and everything feels real for once. I think like this.
Mm, that's really interesting question again. Um, Michael always asks me tough questions. That's
Okay.
how he is. You meet him, he will be like asking about life and death and stuff. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, yeah.
No, to me, I practice to be in present as much as I can because well, I'm my beliefs is Hindu Buddhist beliefs, but I used to be Christianity for a while, and then now I'm transitioned back, and in our beliefs, we always talk about being in present. Not a lot of people are stressing out about their future or hold grudge about their past or regret and keep thinking about the past. You cannot change the past. What you can learn, I feel like you learn everything from the past. What you have done, is this a choice would you that you would have made? But what you can do is you can do present.
Mm-hmm.
You can is your reaction of the situations of the when things come to you, how you want to react. That's like lesson from the past, and hopefully the future will turn out to be the way you want. And if it's not, then it will be a lesson for your life to for the future anyway. I feel like that's why I look at things as like life is a chapter.
So,
Is
in your
you
point,
close. Mm.
people must live or have to live in a moment, right?
They don't have to do anything, I said, but
Okay, okay.
for me, I feel like live in the present, enjoy today because you never know. Tomorrow you might not have your loved
As
one.
we
You
say
might
in,
not
as we
have a
say
blessing you
in,
have.
as we say in our life, sorry, in our culture in Russian, we say the life by one day.
Ah, live life by one day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
and it's
Tomorrow might never.
but maybe for you it sounds like interesting, maybe a little bit positive, but here it's always um, going with a really sad really sad mood. Because when people say about this, they say life is one day and crying. I don't
Oh
know
my
why,
god.
but sometimes it happens.
Oh, is
I don't
I
hear
guess
you.
it's sentimental. Can you hear me?
1 second. Uh,
Can you hear
Yeah.
me still?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Okay, can you hear me now? All right.
I don't know what
All right.
happens.
Oh,
It's
maybe
okay.
just like glitch.
Maybe.
It's
Maybe.
fine. Mm-hmm. I I feel like it can be sentimental, right? Because you realize that tomorrow might never come, and what you have is today. How can you live your best life? You
Mm-hmm.
know. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think one of the quote, and I love it. I actually not like it. I love it so much. I it said something. I might not quote it correctly, but it said like live your life as it's your last.
Mm-hmm.
Like live as your last. I always do that. And when I listen to that, I always like, oh my gosh, yeah, what if tomorrow never comes and I can just go all out and, give it,
Yeah.
live life to the, right? Live life to the fullest. That's what it's all about. For me, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, our next topic is micro moments that echo forever. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so like why random days become unforgettable, memory and emotional tagging, and the butterfly effect of tiny choices. And one time I was just walking with a friend. We weren't even talking about anything deep. But that moment, the starlight, the chill in the air, that way we loud, it stuck more than birthdays, even. Maybe that was a whole lifetime packed into one little moment. So, therefore, I have a question, Patty. In a
Okay.
moment in space time,
Ah!
your character lives through tiny emotional shifts, not big drama. Was it intentional? Do you think art can help us notice the micro moments in our own lives?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
prepared.
God. Yeah, I know he always prepare. If you have an interview with him, be ready for all kinds of questions. Um, okay. Micro moments. As you know, my character is Macy. And she have a in that movie. It was really amazing. It was to play her was absolutely my opening or mind blowing moment for me because I get to explore someone else and it's someone else's experience also, right? So in the movie, my character definitely have a huge shift in her life when her grandfather, played by John Rhys Davies, absolutely amazing actor and amazing person as well. He's hilarious. He's so fun. I still miss him a lot. When the moment where the grandfather came to her life and she had to grow up, so I feel like she was kind of like on the verge of growing up as well. So to me, that's like a big moment for her. It's like a micro moments that change who she will become in her life, and his teaching actually helped Maisie character into her making life decision in the future to let go of the past, but then move forward to the future. So I like that so much. And when you talk about the micro moments in my life, and then it comes to when you talk about moments in space time, obviously is a huge thing for me. Moments in space time start from a conversation in
Hmm.
the car, with me and the
I remember
director.
that moment because I watched this movie.
Yeah, and then we just like talk about it, and the more and more we talked about it, it became a script. Once it became a script, and then it becomes like next thing and next steps and stuff. It's pretty insane to see that it's all happening, and now is everywhere in the world to see. It's on Apple TV,
Yeah.
it's on Amazon Primes. It's yeah,
I
it's
remember.
insane.
I remember your big reaction. How you just been shocked that I told you about your movie is translated in Russian. You say what?
Yes. Yeah.
Who?
It's in Russian.
Yes.
So yeah, Russia. I have so many fans in Russia, and they absolutely loved it. And I was like, oh my god! And they're like, oh, I watched your film. When are you gonna like, do what's next and stuff?
But
I'm just super
in Russian
excited.
language, there is voice of your character, and you more harder.
Really,
Yes,
really.
like this, like
Oh my!
this.
Like the really.
Hello.
Hello.
It's
Oh my
like
god.
Shaggy.
Really. Oh, another one that I saw was in Arabic.
Oh,
and
really?
and I speak Arabic, and I was like, oh my god, I speak Arabic in the movie.
I don't know about other Slavic languages, but in Russian, yes, we have this translation.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I so yeah, thank you for
I
sharing it
really
with me.
want to watch your movie with you in Polish language.
Oh wow, okay,
Only because
maybe
Polish language really funny.
really,
You say, oh, polsku mowę ciekawisz?
which I would never be able to say.
Polish language really interesting. It's like bobber. If you
Wow.
watch this meme in reels, maybe in Instagram, so there is really popular Polish culture. Wow, it's really great. Okay, do you think
Anyway,
audiences are starting to crave more of these quiet emotional stories, ones that feel real, not dramatic? And as an artist, how do you decide which small moments are worth showing?
whew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, hard again, so hard. Which small moments is worth showing? To me, because I'm an actor, I went to school for acting in the States. So to me, the moment worth showing is the vulnerable moments and emotional moments in life is like what we talked about is like the critical moments in your life that make you change and make you think differently and stuff. And sometimes emotional moments will is the critical moments because it make you think. Because
Mm-hmm.
every day is a normal day. It's just it's just passing through. But if you have a emotional connection with that moment, you either you cry about it or you think about it or you have the big thought about it. Yeah, those are moments that I as a filmmaker and as an actress, I would probably show those kind of moments.
I
Yeah.
have a really interesting question, personally to me.
Okay.
Is some
For you.
is someone who's portrayed deeply emotional roles? Do you ever draw from Stanislavski's method? Living the
Oh yeah.
part through real memories or emotional recall? Or do you have your own way of stepping into these subtle, quiet moments on screen?
Um, this is gonna be funny and this is gonna be bizarre. Um, but all actors a little bit different and weird. Um, have you watched the movie Stanley Kubrick, The Shining?
Maybe, maybe.
Maybe is a ghost. Okay,
But
let me tell
I
you the story.
mean, why maybe? Because in Russian language sometimes we translation another name. Yeah.
Ah, that's right. It's quite popular. It's a ghost movie,
Mm-hmm.
and so long story short, the main character have to trap the ghost into the coffin in his mind.
Oh
So
no,
this
I
ghost,
haven't seen this movie.
no, you haven't seen that one.
Mm.
Anyway, I don't want to spoil anything, but they trap the like each goes into their mind, and then they put it in their head. the exact same thing. I do that with me. I don't know about other people. Obviously, I'm a method actor. I'm really big on like experience it and feel it and actually, go through it, right? But with emotions, I like when things happen to me. Like yesterday, I almost broke my foot, almost. So the pain that I feel, I would trap that in my compartment in my head. It's like a coffin in my head, and then I will have a whole bunch of different things, and when I need it, I will go to that kind of feeling and then take it out, and that's how I manage the emotional and kind of, so that it's real and that it come from my real experience and it come from my, it's come from the real thing. Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
interesting movie. Really, and
Yeah.
also
Okay.
interesting fact that Stanislavski is Polish
Yeah.
second name.
Oh,
Polish culture.
Polish culture. I need to
Yeah.
learn more about it. I know some friends. I know some friends
Yeah,
from
you
Poland.
have from Poland.
And when I lived in Canada, yeah, there are some
Oh,
people
yeah,
from
and
Poland.
Canada really a lot. So the next topic is life as a playlist, not a plot. Yeah, so deep. Yeah, the narrative fallacy, forcing stories, living without them, a playlist of vibes, not a story arc. So I don't think my life has a plot. Some days like slow jazz, other like techno house. It's more like a playlist that a novel, and honestly, I like it that way. So, Paddy, you've done music, acting, entrepreneurship, different genres, right? So, do you feel like you're building one life story or just living different tracks?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. As a story, because I make music also. Uh, and then I'm like, music. You can Google me on, you cannot Google me, you can Spotify my name and then
I
come
know.
up, right?
I listened.
My,
I know that you have in your Spotify profile a radio by Patty
yes,
Srisuwan.
yes. There
Yeah,
you go. Go
really
Google
great.
me, people. Yeah, so I make music also, and I'm right now working on my new albums. So I'm super excited about that. I would say is and also a storyteller and it's story arcs and stuff. I would say, ooh, so hard. I wouldn't say that it's like one big story. I would say for me is like a different track. I compare with that because I always make my life exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about other people, but I believe we are in control of our own life. And if we want to make it exciting, if we want to go to the next chapter, if we wanted to go explore, like a music career, or we wanted to go and explore, like now I'm a psychic also. I'm like reading tarot cards, and people are like, wait, what? And I said it's like my degrees in the acting, and then when I go to my master degrees in business, I feel like life cannot be just a one track mind. It's cannot be just like one big blobs, or I feel like it's a whole bunch of exciting different thing. I don't know why. I'm just that kind of person. I'm exciting with things very easily, and yeah, I just yeah.
I think
Yeah, I
that
think it's like a
the more I think
fun track.
about that, the more I realize I don't really need my life to make sense as full story. Not even track
Mm,
in a
mm, mm.
playlist needs too much. So So some short, some messy, some hit way too hard at 2 a.m. But together they feel like me. And sometimes I replay certain days, like replay songs, not because they were dramatic, but because they hit the right emotional note. And maybe that's all life is, a mix of vibes, people, and moments that don't form a perfect plot. But still sound like home when you hit shuffle, like country roads. Take me home to the place. So
Right.
how me song, I can say. So, do you ever feel like the rules you play in music, in business, in the film, are just versions of you exploring different timelines? Like you are not living one life, but many parallel ones, stitched together by your choices.
Yeah, I would say that. That's a good way of saying it. I feel like you are in control of your own life no matter what, and you don't need to be in one universe. Which means to me it's like if you're a teacher, you don't need to just be a teacher, and that's the only thing you're good at. I feel like you can be a teacher in the daytime. You also like a comedian, and you can be a comedian if you want to be, and you can be a musician. You can be you can play piano tomorrow, and is up to you what you want to choose for your own life. You are totally in control. This is is yeah. I feel like I'm in control of my own life very
Okay,
much
okay.
in
So
every aspect.
if you're talking about control your life, you can say that if compare all this, you want to say that more better live by plans or don't build plans and go live just like tomorrow. I don't want when I want to make, for example, tomorrow maybe I want to build a building, or maybe after tomorrow I plan to make a new song, and after tomorrow I just can make party. So
Mm-hmm.
what is your point about?
Oh, gotcha. I
neither
understand what
neither
you're saying.
neither construct any plans for today or
Right.
tomorrow,
Right.
or more better just destroy all of this and go like you go.
To me, I feel like life is all about go with the flow no matter what you do. Because life will throw you something very interesting, very surprising, but you have to be ready to catch those moments. So you can prepare in a certain moment. You can, get education and get the stabilities in your finance and different things in your life, get things life as together. But no matter what, life will give you an amazing curveballs all the time in any industry, and it will you will get to learn like some very very hard stuff about that industry, and you learn how to push through. So to me, your body and your mind, you always have to constant learning new skills, new thing, new. Now we're talking about AI. 10 years before that, we
Yeah.
never even know. No, not even 10. 2 years before this, we never even talk about AI. What the heck? You know what I mean? And that's how fast life go, how fast the world's going. So you have to always constantly learning new things and enjoy life as it comes also. Yeah.
We started talk about AI maybe 2022. I think so.
Do
It's
we
yeah.
start talking about it? Yeah, I know. I was just
But
like,
most of
I
all,
feel like,
2023 after Bitcoin, after this
yeah,
boom of a
yeah,
different cryptocurrency. Okay,
yeah.
when you look back, for example, at your work across all these genres, do you see a single voice? underneath it all, or is the beauty in the fact that each version of you is completely different and doesn't need to reconcile, reconcile with the
Right.
other? Yeah, so
Yeah.
different.
No, I know it's hard. I suffered some English words super hard. Anyway,
Reconcile.
reconcile,
Reconcile.
reconcile,
Yes, sorry.
rec-
Reconcile.
rec- yeah. I feel like sometimes people expect closure with everything that happened, with relationship, with your work and your job, or your whatever that come to your life. People feel like they need to have closure with things, but to me, I feel like closure is with yourself. If you can accept, because sometimes life doesn't give you the closure, you have to be the closure of your own life. Sometimes you have a friend that like, oh, support you and like super nice, and you love them, and one day we have to go apart, grow apart. One person's go one way, and he or she's taking care of themselves and have the kid or whatever, and then you're like walking one way. Not that we are like mad at each other or something, but we all have that experience that we go through different generations of friends, and we go through so many jobs and so many life. I feel like you have to be able to learn how to close that moment, those give that closure in itself, because sometimes life don't give you that closure. And some movies, like past life recently, and there are some movies that don't, those noir, the film noir. I like French New Wave sometimes, because those films sometimes don't give you a closure that
Yes.
you satisfy, right? It's like, it's not like I don't know, prince and princess are getting married and it's done, life is great. Life is not about like those great moments, but it's all about the journey, how you get
Yeah.
there, and how you enjoy your friends, and how you enjoy the friend that come to your life. And this year that person might come to you, and next year that person's gone, and you have to be okay with that. I feel like, yeah, just enjoy every little moment, and learn from every moment in life as well. Yeah.
Okay, okay. The next topic is what if you already live the moment? I mean, like realizing too late, living backwards through memory, and the fear of missing the thing. So sometimes, for example, I'm scared. I already lived the most meaningful day of my life and didn't realize it. Yeah, that is passed by while I was looking at my phone or being stressed. But maybe we don't get one big moment. Maybe we get thousands and we just miss most of them. So you have started and worked all over the world, Patty. Thailand, the USA, the United Kingdom, right? United Kingdom,
Canada.
Canada. Sorry, and Canada. Do you think some of the most important moments of your life pass quietly? Sorry, and how do you stay present?
That's I used to think, when I was younger, I used to think of like, oh, what if that moment, like if that precious moment's gonna pass by. But at this point in my life, where I've been through, so many people and so many countries, I met so many people, and so many things that happened to me, and various type of jobs and various types of project I do. I feel like the best thing you could do is enjoy that moment, because and focus. If that's the project you choose, let's say, if like I'm working on my new album, I feel like even if no one is listening to it, I'm proud of making that effing albums. I really like put everything into living the life in the present. I really, when I'm with someone I care about, I tell them that. I make sure that that moments never pass by. When I sure is something or someone, I really tell them that, because it's like I said in the beginning, right? Tomorrow might not happen, so let's live today. Let's make today the best day you can live.
Okay.
Yeah, and the project that you choose as well. Like I choose to do this, become this TikToker. I don't know if it's gonna work out or not, but it's like 3 months ago I decided, okay, let's give this a shot. I'm not like so great with like TikTok and stuff, but now I'm like having 100,000 people watching my episode. Like I'm just like, what? Yeah, over 150,000 now. It's like, what is
Mhm.
absolutely insane. So yeah, just enjoy every little moments, because you never know when that's gonna be like your
Yeah,
big break,
absolutely.
big fun
Yeah.
stuff, right?
So, do
Yeah.
you think geography changed the shape of memory? Like, does Bangkok hold your memories differently? Is it Toronto, for example, or LA? Not just what happened there, but how it stayed with you.
Mm, mm, mm. I would think about like the lesson I've received, or the joy that with the person I'm with. Like let's say if I go to um I don't know, Toronto with someone, I really cherish those moments and memories. I take pictures all the time, because that's how I keep my memory.
Mhm.
But before the analog, but before all this technology, I feel like you know we capture it in our memory. So yeah, I would just capture the those little cool moments with someone I'm with.
As from my side, for example, growing up in the post-Soviet space, yes, presence wasn't something we were taught. We were taught survival. Actually, keep your head down, get things done. There was always this feeling that life was something you had to earn first before you could enjoy it. Like joy was a luxury, and memory was something you only unpacked years later when it was safe. I think that shaped we. Sorry, I. Oh, I
All
think
right.
that shaped me in the strange ways. Something I look back and wonder, did I actually live those years, or did I just endure them? And now that I'm older, I try to catch myself when I'm laughing or watching the light hit someone's face or walking around in a quiet street. I think this is it. That is part we were never taught. Not achievement, not ambition, and but attention, presence, just present. And it's weird. Sorry, weird. It's weird how in some cultures memory feels like celebration, but in ours, memory sometimes feels like recovery. And maybe that's why it's so important how to stay present, to notice the little things, because we weren't raised to notice them. We were raised to wait for something bigger. But what if this right now is the biggest it gets? Uh
Hmm. What's your experience on this? Like, I want to know. Like,
I told you.
Is there any, is- that little, I would say for me, I feel like those people feel like life is we need to celebrate. To me, I feel like life need to certain moments we need to celebrate. We need to oh, here's the thing, like we need to say thank you to ourselves sometime. I feel like a lot of people guilty of not doing that. Like, well, you can do whatever you like, but to me, I really like one meme of Snoop Dogg. I don't
Oh.
know if you were. He said, I would like to thank me for waking up every morning to do that hard job. I would like to thank me. I feel like you don't need someone to come and celebrate those moments. You don't need someone to come and like, put a firework and make it like amazing, but you can thank yourself, oh my god, I have done such a great job in this project. My god, I did this. I accomplished something that I always dream of doing. Every little steps that you take, you need to thank yourself
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
for making it also, because you are the one that make the difference. You are the one that come up with the idea and make it come true and stuff. So yeah, to me, I don't know if that's what can answer your question.
You just asked about my experience, but in my culture, memory often comes with a kind of weight. Like looking back is also about dealing with hard times, losses, or struggles. It's not always joyful or easy. We grew up in a world where big moments were rare, and so much was about surviving and pushing forward, not celebration. Because, yeah, in our calendar, we have a holiday every day. Officially, we have holiday on every day. For example, um, the 1st of June is a day of childhood. The 2nd
Oh,
of June is the day of doctors. The 3rd of June is the day of vodka. The 4th of yeah, something like
I
this.
like that
Yeah, and therefore it's officially, but unofficially we have more least days. Yeah, more or less. Because of that, it's really tired to just be in the moment, to appraise the small things. We were taught to wait for something big to happen, like a big achievement or a celebration, before feeling like life is worth it. But honestly, I'm starting to believe that maybe this the everyday, the small, the quiet moments is actually where life is happening. Maybe this is big as it gets, and if we miss it, we miss everything. So, yeah, staying present is not just a nice idea. Actually, here. It's kind of a necessary choice, especially for people like me who grew up in that mindset. It's about breaking the habit of waiting and learning to find meaning now. So therefore, it's something like this. It's more, but for us, it seems like it's more harder than in your part of this planet. I don't know why, but how we say, um, in our culture, really great phrase. It's more well, um, where we are not.
day.
Yeah, because there is for us is something like, oh, there is life is more better. But here is more better than there, or or around just no. For example, there is a bird's life, but here same bird. Therefore, we have this interesting phrase. There is always better than we are. Yeah. So the next topic: cultural memory and hybrid identity, special It's a special question, a special topic for you.
Okay, yeah.
Mixes heritage and personal narrative, how identity affects memory, and holding multiple versions of yourself. So you are Thai or Indian or Portuguese or American,
Some part, yeah.
for example,
Mix,
yes, um, mixed nations, right?
mix nation. Yes.
Okay, and I'm always curious how people carry multiple cultures in them. Is it like having several versions of home? For me, for example, sometimes it feels like I'm split between timelines. So, does your
Mhm.
multicultural background affects how you see time, memory, or the moment? Do different parts of your identity hold different meanings?
Hmm. 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 Just growing up and being so mixed in culture and being in so many variety, culture myself. Like Hawaii was when I first moved to the state was in Hawaii, and Hawaii was a melting pot of culture for sure. So definitely, when I face certain situation, certain part of me came up from part of my beliefs in like Hinduism, Buddhism, or I be, certain situation I will face, and it's like I have to use my Western culture to ideology to understand the situation. um yeah, so being mixed culture is very, I feel like it's very advantageous for me to, because I have so many part compartment of my idea to understand what this whole situation is, and that's why I wanted to expand more of my my views, and I get to understand where this person is looking at the picture and why are they coming, where are they coming from with that kind of idea. So I totally understand them. It help you understand other people
Mm-hmm.
better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the advantages, yeah, that
Yeah,
come
because
from.
for example, my cultural background definitely shapes how I think about time and memory. Having Belarusian, Ukrainian, German, and Latvian roots means I carry many different stories and ways of seems the world inside me, and also Polish. Yeah, Polish.
Yes, absolutely.
Sometimes it feels like I'm living in several times and places at once, a bit like having different clocks running at the same time. Each part of my identity has its own rhythm and meaning. For example, some cultures I come from value remembering history and tradition very deeply, almost like holding on to the past as a guide. Other more about moving forward and embracing change. Because of that, I feel like my sense of the moment isn't just about what's happening right now, but also about how the moment connects to different times and places inside me. It's like I'm carrying. A whole collection of moments across cultures, some joyful, some painful, some quiet, and they all shape how live today. So yeah, my identity isn't just one thing. It's many layers, and each layers gives me a different way to understand time, memory, and what really matters.
Mm,
Something like
mm.
this.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, the next topic: business, art, and memory.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
why do artists also become entrepreneurs?
Well, I think a lot, you can see now a lot more actors becoming executive producer.
Yes.
Plus they want the idea to get pushed, get it out there, get it made. I know that there is like the Gorge. There's a movie I watched recently, like super recent, where Miles Taylor he executive produced his own movie, and it was really good movie. I like it a lot. Um, it was action. It was fun. But if he don't take that initiative, he don't go ahead and make it happen, it might not happen. It might just be an idea, and if he just take the role of being an actor, he might just have to wait for someone to convince someone that say, hey, his script is good enough, and hey, you know put me in this movie. Instead of doing that, you just go ahead and make your own movie and make it happen. And it's in the time like now, where you can collaborate, like collab with other people, with other artists, with the director, or script writers, or some, you can work with them, and it's not too hard like before in the 90s, or in like way back, right? In like black and white films, you have to get this, wait for the studio to make it. Now you want to make a movie, like just go ahead and pick up your iPhone and just shoot it,
Yeah, yeah.
literally, right? And if you want to be a musician, and if you the recording studio is everywhere, you can kind of go in, work with them, and work with the artists, and make it happen. I think the world now is more open for you to do that, so there is no really an excuse for
Mhm.
you not to make it happen.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Is creating fragrance like capturing a moment?
Oh yeah, my business in absolutely. Yes, make well, one of my
Not so easy.
not so easy, but it's really fun. It's really fun. My new products, my new products that I'm super proud of is a outdoor shampoo. It's
Oh,
5 in yes, it's 5 in 1. Is like a shampoo, conditioner, face wash, and body wash, and bubble bath, and stuff like that, and also like it's kind of like a deodorant in one, 5 in 1. So scents definitely capture. I named this scent Vancouver Rain, because I live in Vancouver for a year, and I absolutely love the feeling in the rain, and how it feels outdoor. And Vancouver is a really big outdoors culture, people, and love to be outdoor, because it's like those pine cones and those kind of, evergreen feeling. And Vancouver rains a lot, and they have such a unique scent. So I named my perfume, not my perfume, my shampoo, my 5 in 1 shampoo, Vancouver Rain. So it's capture my experience when I was in
yeah.
Vancouver. So yeah, definitely scents. I love perfume. I love scents. So yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what makes a memory standard?
Pardon me.
What makes a memory standard?
Ooh, make memory scented. Oh, I don't know if you know this, but I've learned from somewhere that sometime if you smell something,
Mm-hmm.
it will trigger certain memories in
Yes.
your life. Like when, right?
For
Uh,
example, the smell of rain after hot weather in your hometown. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, and if like you feel like the sense of like Vancouver rain, or it can be um the s- the smell definitely take you places that wouldn't otherwise
Yeah,
you
yeah.
would be here. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, you just say like this: you run a fragrance company, Sala Fragrance, and soon launching Charlene, right?
Chanin.
Charlene.
My name is Petrinin, so full name is Petrinin. So yeah, Chanin.
Patty how?
My full Thai name is Petchanin.
Ah, Petchanin.
So
Okay, okay. It sounds wow, really long.
yeah.
It's wild because smell is memory, as you say about. So, is perfume your way of bottling moments?
The way of my what?
Bottling moments.
Oh yes, 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 absolutely. You can kind of, capture it. That's how you capture in.
Okay.
And then
Uh,
I love perfume, by the way. I have like tons of perfume. If anyone love me, send me a perfume.
and
I
do you
love it.
feel like scent is one of the strongest emotional triggers? Is creating oh my gosh. I just have to gym. It's a little bit difficult for my mouth. Is creating a fragrance like writing a story without words? Like every
Um,
art, for example,
I think yeah,
pictures, like photos, like something like this.
I think everything is telling a
Mm-hmm.
story. There's always a story behind what you do and a story behind, um, whether it's film, whether it's photography, whether it's, it's come from experience, it's come from somewhere. And yeah, it's a way of telling story. You can say that. Yeah.
Okay, the next topic when there is no climax, just a feeling. Letting go of the final moment, choosing peace over intensity, and when the episode ends with a smile, not an explosion. So maybe we don't need a grand ending. Maybe life doesn't climax. Maybe we just fade out like a good song. So, Patty, in all you've done, films, music, business, have you found peace in no ending? Or are you still waiting for that perfect full cycle moment?
I am not waiting
Uh huh.
because I'm living it. I
Oh,
feel like yeah,
it's
I'm
like
not
phrases of Keanu Reeves. Have you heard about?
really. No,
No.
which one? What did he say?
You can continue. I will try to find this phrase to say it rightly.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. Yeah, but yeah, I just feel like I'm not waiting for any moments. If obviously if it my grand opening or whatever, some really great moments coming, and I'm pretty sure it will comes again. I feel like in everyone's lives there's always some great moments that will change you and will make you like, it's a very important moment. But I'm not waiting for anything to happen. I'm very much in present. I'm pretty much in control. If I want that to happen, if I want to make a movie, I make a movie. If I want to make a music, I make a music. If I wanted to start another business and I feel like it, I do it right there, right then.
I
I'm the kind of person who make a decision pretty quickly and change my mind very
I
slowly.
found
So
I found
yeah.
Patty.
Oh yeah. What did he
Yeah,
say?
so
Yes.
it was a TV show in New York, and he say,
Okay.
if you're a lover, you gotta be a fighter. And speaker just asked him, how so? Because if you don't fight for your love, so what kind of love that you have?
Yeah. I see.
It's
You
really
don't fight for your
great.
love.
Yeah,
What kind of love you
yeah,
have?
with this accent. If you're live, one second, I want to try.
You want to try? Okay. Five,
Because
four,
if you
three.
don't fight for your love, what kind of love do you have? No, it not so like
There
this,
you
but I
go.
tried.
You tried. Great.
Yes, yes.
Great job.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. The next topic. Wrap up. What Was that enough? So finding meaning in the middle, accepting life's worth rhythm, the moment you realize this is it. I used to wait for my life no finally begin. Now I think maybe this is it. Just today, just now, just the very imperfect, warm little episode, and that's more than enough. If you had to name one moment that made your life feel forced, even just for a second, what would it be? Or are you still collecting those?
Oh,
Yes.
well, you tell me yours. Tell me yours.
Oh, I haven't prepared for this question. So
There
tell
you
me.
go. You prepared for me.
Uh,
You
need to
answer me. Hey,
I need to answer you. Oh, I will
yeah.
answer you. Oh, 1 second. There is a problem with. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I need to think. I really didn't think that you asked me, but oh,
Even
honestly, it's hard to pick just one moment that made my whole life feel worse. For example, life is messy and full or small thing that add up. But
mm,
if I had to choose, maybe it was a moment when I felt truly understood by someone. Just a simple collection that made me feel like I'm not alone in the crazy world. That feeling, even if it lasted only a few seconds, was enough to remind me why it's worth going on. Still, I think I'm always collecting these moments like little sparks that little sparks that keep going on, even on the hardest days. So yeah, no single big moment for me, more like many small ones that together make live life and meaningful. Stuff like this. You asked me, I
I,
answered you.
I agree. I agree. But in a sense, sometimes we always celebrate. It's easy to celebrate really good moments. For example, like your childbirth or your wedding or your some really good moments. But I found you learn so much and you change so much when you face some very difficult situation in life. It changes you, it breaks you, it it makes you see things that you have never seen before. It's easy for people to, celebrate things like birthday, wow, okay, great, But there are some moments where you face something so difficult and you're not preparing yourself for this type of lesson and the life throw you that kind of curveballs, and I feel like those those are the one that will change who you are, will teach you, will might shift you, might give you a paradigm shift, and like to think differently, to become differently, to hey, I cannot be so so whatever. It's what I'm saying is those difficult moments can be very meaningful and can be so worth living for it also. So to me, I feel like, don't neglect those difficult moments, even though it was so hard for you to go through it, but difficult moments and the moments that will make you cry, make you uh, crumble, vulnerable, or whatever, it will curve you and to become a better you in the future. I don't know if that's, to me, between the two, is it like the whole big moments or? Oh, give me one sec. Sorry, people trying to contact me all the time. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, don't I would say that
Interesting
don't really
point is
like
that
those.
I believe life isn't about waiting for one big moment to define everything. It's more about noticing such small sparks, is a smile from a stranger, a quiet even just a quiet evening with friends, random laugh that breaks the tension. These little things might seem simple, but they carry so much with you look back. Sometimes I think just tiny moments like dots that connect and create the bigger picture of our lives. Without them, life would feel empty or like a story missing its heart. Also, I've learned that it's okay. It's just if some days feel ordinary or even hard. Those moments too teach us something important: patience, resilience, or
Yes.
just how to appraise peace. So instead of chasing a single worth it moment, I try to stay open to all the small joys and lessons that come my way, because maybe that's the real meaning, a life made of many small worried moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was the last topic. And at this moment, we is finishing. Yeah, so maybe there is no final scene. Um, not dramatic ending. Maybe life is just a playlist. Some tracks make you cry, some make you dance, some make no sense at all. And maybe that's okay. I used to wait for my story to begin, like someday everything would fall into place. But talking to Patty today remind me the story already started. We are in the
Yeah.
middle of it right now. This very little bit imperfect moment, it's part of the whole thing. So his quiet days, the stranger turns, and loves we didn't plan. He's to no climax, just love beautiful little episodes. Thanks for listening to Kazi Chaos. I'm Michael Sweetly, and I'll see you in the next one or not. I don't know, but either way, these moments mattered. Thank you. It was Patty Srisuwan and Michael
Thank you
Sweetly.
so much.
See you soon. Yeah, thank you guys.
Bye.